you really want to fight me?
Are you really ready to fight her?
Who are you? The Avatar's fangirls?
Enough talk!
Korra versus Azula, two of the strongest female characters in the Avatar series. One bends all four elements, the other mastered one, and turned it into a weapon of pure terror. And when these two step into the same ring, it's not ending with a handshake. But you see, this isn't about who can win, it's about who will win when experience, instinct, and sheer willpower go to war. And before you say, well, Korra's the Avatar, just remember, this is Azula we're talking about. She doesn't care about titles, she burns right through them. So let's stop acting like this is a simple call, and figure out who's walking away and who's getting roasted. Let's settle this, once and for all. Avatar Korra of the Southern Water Tribe is an exceptionally gifted waterbender, trained by none other than Katara, the most legendary waterbender of her time. That kind of foundation doesn't just teach the basics. It builds a bending style rooted in mastery, precision, and adaptability. Even as a kid, Korra wasn't your average Avatar in training. By the age of 4, she had already mastered water, fire, and earth, an achievement incredibly rare, even among Avatars. As she got older, Korra was constantly tested against some of the most dangerous benders of her generation. And time after time, she proved she could hold her own and win. But what really made her stand out was how much she kept evolving. Korra learned metal bending, deepened her spiritual side, and even unlocked energy bending. These weren't just new powers, they were signs of her becoming more balanced and more connected to the world around her. By the end of her journey, Korra wasn't just strong, she was complete. She had faced trauma, healed from it, and redefined what it meant to be the Avatar in a world that was changing rapidly. And through it all, her connection to water, her native element, remained one of her most powerful and defining traits.
Stand down. This battle is over. I owe the Avatar my life. Her power is beyond anything I could ever hope to achieve.
The Avatar. My lucky day.
Azula is a completely different kind of firebender. Dangerous, brilliant, and relentless. From a young age, she was recognized as a prodigy, mastering the element with a level of precision and control that most firebenders never reach. By the time of the 100-Year War's climax, she was leading missions for her father, Fire Lord Ozai, including the task of capturing Zuko, Iroh, and the Avatar himself. What makes Azula truly terrifying isn't just her raw firepower or the fact that she can generate blue fire, it's her mind. She's a tactician through and through. Her plan to take down Ba Sing Se by manipulating the Dai Li, and how she stalled the invasion during Sozin's comet even without firebending, showed just how far ahead she thinks. And while her offense is aggressive and precise, she's no slouch defensively either. Her agility, reaction speed, and counterattacks prove she can handle pressure in a fight. Like most elite benders in the series, Azula has an impressive arsenal. From lightning generation to acrobatic combat, she brings a complete and terrifying package, one that very few characters in the Avatar universe can actually handle.
Don't you know fans just make flames stronger?
So, who would win if they ever met face to face? Honestly, I've been thinking about this one for a while. Like, imagine the chaos. Let's break down their fighting styles, skills, and weaknesses. Let me just say this, I'm no martial arts expert, but I'll try to be as accurate and fair as possible with what we know from the shows. We're pitting both of them at their peak. Azula is her usual cold, calculating self from The Last Airbender, and Korra is the more mature, composed version of herself from the end of The Legend of Korra. You see, Korra definitely has the upper hand when it comes to raw ability. She's the Avatar after all. Full control over all four elements: water, earth, fire, and air. That alone sounds like a game ender, but we've seen that just being the Avatar doesn't guarantee victory. She lost to some powerful benders and had rough fights against regular benders too. So yeah, being the Avatar doesn't make you invincible.
I told you I would destroy you.
Let's talk about their fighting styles. Korra is a brawler. Her default mode is direct aggression. She tends to lead with fire or earth, the more forceful, in-your-face elements. And even when she uses water or air, she bends them with that same physicality. But she's not all offense. Once she learned airbending, she began incorporating its evasiveness into her style to improve her defense. Still, her instincts always lean toward hitting hard and fast. Azula's all about precision and pressure. Her firebending style favors quick, relentless attacks that overwhelm her opponent before they can even react. But she's not just throwing flames, she's thinking several moves ahead. If brute force doesn't work, she adapts. Against Katara in Crossroads of Destiny, once she realized she was losing, she switched targets and went after Aang. Against Zuko in the last Agni Kai, she used Katara as bait, forcing Zuko to drop his guard. She's a master at exploiting people's weaknesses, emotionally and physically. Korra trained for years under the best masters of each element. She can bend water, earth, fire, and air at a high level, and she's also learned advanced techniques like metal bending and energy bending. That's a seriously stacked resume. Azula's blue flames aren't just flashy. They're hotter, faster, and more intense. She mastered lightning generation in her early teens, a technique that only 2 others at the time could use, Ozai and Iroh. That puts her in elite company. Moving on to their weaknesses. Korra can be too aggressive for her own good. She tends to charge into battle without fully assessing the situation. Her loss to Kuvira is a perfect example. Kuvira used agility and precision to dodge Korra's attacks, then countered by disrupting her footing and stance. Korra's tunnel vision can be her downfall. Azula doesn't lose often, but when she does, it's because her opponents don't give her a chance to manipulate or outmaneuver them. Katara beat her by staying calm and collected. Zuko held his own in their Agni Kai by staying focused and defensive. When Azula can't find an emotional weakness or a tactical opening, her edge starts to slip. If this fight happened at the height of both their powers, here's what I think would go down. Azula would come in very patient, looking for an opening. She'd keep her distance, test Korra's reactions, and try to manipulate the pace of the battle. And to be fair, she might even get that opening if Korra's too aggressive. But Korra's no longer the hot-headed teen we saw in Book 1. By the end of her series, she's calmer, wiser, and more in control. That balance makes a big difference. And with access to 4 elements, advanced techniques, and sheer durability, Korra is built to take hits and keep going. And about Azula's lightning, yes, it's powerful, but it takes time to generate. If Korra closes the distance before she finishes, that becomes Azula's opening turned into a vulnerability. Korra might not know how to redirect lightning, but she doesn't have to if she lands her hits first. In the end, Korra wins, but not easily. Azula would make her work for it, and one wrong move could flip the fight. But Korra's range, strength, and growth give her the edge in the long run.
Woohoo! We should be celebrating!
So, what do you think? Are you riding with Team Azula, Team Korra, or just here for the bending chaos like me? Drop your take in the comments. And hey, hit that like and subscribe button for more Avatar content. Ciao!